Catch and fire. It's on the... Ah! He made it! Oh my God! Wow!
Hello and welcome inside Platt Arena. I'm Ryan Lockhart, joined by Abdul Kumar. And Abdul, we got a great one on our hands tonight. But before we talk about the matchup, it's the annual Pink Out game. 12th annual Pink Out game, Abdul. We are supporting breast cancer, and Coach Kohler wrote a little excerpt. I'm going to read from it today.
Okay.
She said, I especially want to extend warm words of thanks to the breast cancer survivors and the families who join us today and who will be recognized during our halftime ceremony. It's your courage and triumph that we celebrate today. Now, Abdul, I know a lot of people are affected by cancer in general. We want to extend all of our warmest wishes out to them. But Abdul, we got a big game on our hands today. We're going to have the ceremony at halftime. We'll broadcast that one, so don't go anywhere during halftime. But Abdul, we got a great one on our hands today. Number 21, Huntington University Foresters are going to be taking on the Grace Lancers. And Abdul, on both sides of the ball, we have some scores in this ball game.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Ryan. I mean, like you said, we got some scores. Grace does their thing on the three-point line. Huntington does their thing in the mid-range section. We'll see what happens in this game.
Leading scorer, obviously, Sarah Fryman. She's been tearing it up all season, Abdul. And,
yes,
you know, last season we kind of saw this coming, but Maddie Reeker, Brooke Saylor, you know, some of those players, they were there as well. They had big presence on the team, but now Fryman, she's really developed this team, and the team's developed around her, Abdul. You know, it's not a selfish approach by no means at all.
At all.
Fryman averaging 22 points a game this season. At one point, it was up around 23, 24, and she's cooled off, I think you can kind of say.
As you could hope, you know, man. The frying pan gets hot, you don't want to touch it. But, I know what you're saying.
Now, on the other side, Abdul, Veronica Drake leads the Grace Lancers with 18.3 points a game. And Abdul, she's been having a phenomenal season as well. But right behind her on her heels, Grace is really a two-headed monster. Estelle, she averages 18 points a game. What do you think the Foresters are going to have to do to maybe try to slow down that two-headed monster?
Honestly, they're gonna have to make sure that their defense is on point. You know, they gotta stick to it, make sure that they're not giving any space, keeping tight, and just being consistent with what they do. You know, so that's what I think they would have to do in terms of this game here. But we'll see what happens.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick look at our keys to the game. We got about a minute before tip-off. Abdul first for the Grace Lancers.
So for the Grace Lancers, we have pass the ball. Grace does a great job with assists. You know, they do what they got to do. Another thing, rebound. You know, make sure they get the rebounds, control the backboards, try to control the backboards. Huntington does a better job at this than Grace, but if they make an effort for it, they could actually have a change. And of course, shoot efficiently from the three-point line. If Grace gets a quick start, man, you know, if they're able to shoot efficiently from the three-point line, the game's theirs.
And Abdul, on the other side for the Huntington Foresters, they need to get to the free throw line more. We know they're efficient there. They were 10 of 11 the last game. Also, protecting the ball. Turnovers, a problem last time between these two teams, really for both teams. And finally, our master key, get off to a hot start. Grace gets off to hot starts. Now it's Huntington's turn to do it. That's going to be our pregame show here. We'll be back for the tip-off, as well as your starting lineups on the other side of this break. I'm Ryan Lockhart, he's Abdul Kumar, and this is HU Women's Basketball right here on FDN Sports. Hello and welcome back inside Platt Arena. Once again, the 12th annual Pink out here for the ladies in Abdul. This game always means a little bit more. First, we're going to go through our starting lineups here, though, as we come back for the Grace College Lancers. Abdul, why don't you go ahead and take us through them?
So we have number 4, Kayana Stoll, junior. She's the guard. We have number 13, Cameron Allsteller. She's a sophomore. She's also a guard. Number 20, Veronica Drake. She's a senior and also a guard. We have number 24, Lexi Minix. She's a senior and also a guard. Number 50, Kaylee Warble.
Head coach for the Grace College Lancers is Dan Davis. Assistant coaches Carol McGregor and Brooke Sugg. You remember Sugg, she played on the team last year, a really efficient scorer. But for your Huntington University Foresters, starting at forward, number 5, senior Aaron Moore. Number 10, Jade Clement, the junior guard, back in the starting lineup. Number 12, Sarah Fryman, the sensational senior. Number 20, Sam Hamill, the junior guard. Really efficient passer, Abdul. Rounding out the 5, number 55, Alex Bope, the junior 6'1" guard. Center, not guard. I apologize for that. I'm sure Bope would love to be a guard and bring up the ball all the time, Abdul.
Definitely.
I feel like that's every big's dream, though. Abdul, interesting matchup between Bope and Warball, the two bigs here. They both come in at 6'1". Bope played for Oregon Davis in high school. Warball played for West Noble. Little rivalry in high school they had. We'll see if it continues here today. Huntington in their special pink uniforms, green numbers, green letters. On the other side, Grace, black jerseys, three-pointer miss there. Bope could get the rebound after it got knocked around. Grace in black jerseys with red letters and red numbers. And Abdul, first shot no good by Clement, but the Foresters getting the offensive rebound and extending this possession. Rebounds, that's one of our keys to the game.
Honestly, man, and both doing a great job of getting that first rebound for her team.
3 by Fryman is no good. Ball's going to be tipped around, and they're going to say Bope touched it last. It's going to be Grace ball. Abdul, first possession, 2 shots. Both threes, no points come out of it. How do you feel after the first possession for Huntington?
I feel like Huntington is, trying to be aggressive. Bope was doing a great job of getting the rebound and trying to keep the team in it. She did everything she could there. They got to keep pushing this energy. They got to keep coming. Grace now, obviously, you can see here, also doing the same thing Huntington did, grabbing the rebound, throwing it back out, trying to look for the point here, trying to look for the bucket. Again, unable to get it back to Huntington, but they're doing a great job of just being aggressive and coming back at each other, neck and neck. I love it. It's a fast-paced game right now, Ryan.
Beautiful footwork there by Sam Hamill to get around Stahl. But once again, Hamill with the assist to Fryman. Fryman, first points of the day here. But Abdul, this Grace squad, they're quick, athletic. They know how to space the floor rather well. Forrester's communication is going to have to be key today. Now Drake goes inside. She's going to pick up a foul, and she's going to the line for one more.
That's what you want right there, Ryan. That's exactly what you want right there. Get to the line. Get these free ones.
Number 20, Veronica Drake, a senior from Marion, Indiana, went to Marion High School. She was a little giant in high school and a Lancer now. And she'll give the Lancers their first lead of the day, 3-2. Full court press here by the Lancers. And Abdul, we've seen Huntington struggle with it at times. Forster's gonna have to get it across quick here. Only have about 1 second, Abdul, as it come across. Fryman dribbles and pull up there. That's a nice look, and that's a nice bucket.
Astonishing. That's great. That's what you want to see from your Foresters.
And they're going to call a foul here. That foul going to be on number 5, Aaron Moore.
Man, that's hard, man. That was perfect steal, too. That was right in the hands of Fryman. Could have capitalized on that there.
And Abdul, I know we are both previous track athletes. I think today we have a track meet on our hands here. Three-pointer from Stahl. That's no good. Short. Warble over and back over Bope. 6-1 versus 6-1. And Abdul, I think Bope right now might be winning this matchup. But we'll have to keep our eyes glued to it.
You tell me about it. I know I couldn't do it. 5'10".
Ball inbounded to Clement. To Hamill it goes. She gets across Fryman. Fryman has some open room, but she'll slow it down. Moore, a three-pointer. That's up, and that's good. Aaron Moore buries the three.
This is what we were talking about with Huntington getting this quick start here, Ron. You know, get comfortable. Be confident. And, of course, you see there the defense there by Bope. Again, doing a great job of just stationary, getting settled, being firm.
And, Abdul, the thing I'm interested to see, you know, the Forsters, whether they score, don't score on their offensive end, when they get back on defense, Grace is looking for that outlet pass and looking to push right away.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how quick Huntington can get back in their defense set. Hamill gets her hand on one there, and they're going to call a travel on Drake. Drake and Hamill going back and forth. Great defense by Hamill there.
Got to give it to her. Great hustle there on Grace, though. I got to say, you know, she wanted that ball. She was willing to die for it and get that call. Respects.
Hamill in trouble momentarily. Risky pass up to Clement from Moore. Now Moore wanted to go back to her, but Drake was there. Fryman wants it inside. A little bit too high for Hamill.
Yeah, just wasn't able to really jump up there and grab that. Can't really blame her, though. That's what happens when you're playing an intense game. 7-3 now. Huntington in the lead.
Under 7 minutes in this first quarter to go. Mannix gets it over. Hostetler now down low to Drake. Drake kicks it out. Good passing here by the Lancers. Hostetler looking to drive down low. That's going to be a steal for Bope.
Again, Bope doing a great job just defending the paint. You got to love how her presence down there. Hamill getting around the defenders here. Back to Moore. Moore with the shot. Unable to go in. Great rebound there by Lancers.
And Abdul, I'm not sure if you saw it, but Sam Hamill split a double team with a behind the back dribble.
Yes,
that was beautiful if you ask me.
Listen.
Rewind it back about 30 seconds, you can see it. Rewind it back about 5 seconds after you watch it the first time, you'll appreciate it.
I like that. I like that. And you're not lying there. Call it Irvin. Come on now.
Hamill brings it up across the midcourt now. 7-3 still your score. Moore gets it to Fryman. Fryman shot up on the way. That's good.
And Fryman now. She's starting to cook. She's starting to cook. What is the Lancers going to do? Now we see Lancers bringing it back up here.
Fryman gives Huntington 10. Now Hostetler looking to match. She can't. Fryman the rebound. She gets it off to Hamill in that double team right around midcourt.
You can see Hamill's not intimidated at all. Willing to take it up. Willing to do her thing.
Abdul, I think one adjustment the Forsters could make is, you know, whenever they're bringing the ball around the midcourt, having a second person right there. Shot good by Sam Hamill from the corner.
That was a hammer.
30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here, Abdul. We're not going anywhere. 12-3 is the score right now.
Yes, sir.
Huntington shooting 57% from the field. We said free throws could be big, but Abdul, when they're shooting 57% from the field, I don't know how many free throws we're going to be able to get to here.
Listen, you're not lying there, man. You know, Hamill just came up and shot her three. Fryman just shot the three. I mean, they're getting comfortable here. Still, Grace has 0 threes on the board right now, but they're still taking them. Let's see what happens. I mean, hey.
The only points from Grace right now is that and one bucket, the bucket and one from Veronica Drake, where she got fouled by, I believe it was Aaron Moore. It may have been Sam Hamill, excuse me.
Yeah, and again now you see here too the rebounds. Huntington just taking charge of these rebounds. Illegal screen there for the Lancers. Ball going back the Huntington way.
Abdul, the Forsters, their last few games just seem like they haven't played like themselves. It's been an uncharacteristicable trait almost, it seems like.
Yeah.
But this pink out, I don't know what it is about this game, Abdul, but it means more. And the Forsters right now playing like it's for the national championship, for the conference championship.
Yeah.
And we know how big the Crossroads League Conference is. Three-pointer from Hamill, no good. They're going to say more touch this one last. It's going to be Grace's ball.
Of course. Again, you see now, Forster is doing a great job with just passing the ball, letting the ball move faster than their opponents, finding that open man before shooting. And that's what you got to play with, especially when you want to win games.
Abdul, we did have a few substitutions for the Lancers. Three-pointer up and good there by Stahl. 12-6 your score now in favor of the Forsters. For Grace, Maddie Ryman, number 3, the freshman from Warsaw, Indiana, checked into the ball game. Also, for Grace, number 12, Michaela Box, the senior from Bremen, checked into the ball game. Hamill able to get that one inside to go, and number 44, Brooke Treadway, the senior, checked in.
Hamill's not messing around tonight, man.
Drake looking to drive inside, and they're going to call Hamill for the foul. They're going to say it was an arm foul, and Abdul, that's one of those, it's really a toss-up foul right there.
Definitely. Drake definitely made that bucket too, but unfortunately it didn't count there, so.
Abdul, that is a big foul, though. That's number 2 on Hamill, so that's going to bring Sarah Doy, number 22, the sophomore from Granger, Indiana, by way of Penn High School, into the ball game. Drake gets a screen. She'll use it. That's no good, though, off the back iron. Bope the rebound. Doy now will bring it up, and she'll get a chance to run this offense for Huntington.
Of course, now you see slowing it down. Ryan, you know how much I love when people slow it down.
Now inside Aaron Moore. She'll have a look here. Turnaround, no good. Fryman crashing the boards. But she's not going to be awarded for it. But Abdul, you got to love that hustle by Fryman, getting in there down low.
Can't stop her, man. That's that leadership on the team, That's that I'm a senior, I know what I want, this is what we have to do. I'm willing to put my neck out there.
Box now with it. Uses a screen. She'll get a three-pointer. That's up. No good. Abdul, I know from my high school experience, we didn't play Bremen, but we played a lot of area schools that played with Bremen, and I knew Bremen a little bit. Michaela Box, known as a living legend in the Bremen community.
Wow. Legends never die.
Moore with it, looking inside to Fryman. Fryman the turn. She gets double-teamed. Treadway on her. She's got to put up a shot. Bope tried to crash the boards there, but Drake come up with it. 14-6 is your score. Stahl looking for another 3. That's no good. Fryman the rebound. Abdul, Fryman crashing the boards right now.
I'm telling you, man, she knows what she needs.
And they're going to call Doy for a travel. Abdul, I'm going to be honest, I missed that one.
Yeah, you and me both. I was tapping my screen on this one. Hey, I got to say, though, I love the pink uniforms Huntington is playing with right now. They really pop out. Pink is it's a real color, like an actual color, unlike all the other colors.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. It is a real color.
Yeah.
Box now with it outside. Zook on her. She had a nice cross there and got Zook off.
And there you go. Box there showing that legend status. Okay.
Zook gets it back to Doy. Huntington playing for Highside here. Now Zook to Fryman. Under 2 here on the clock. Clementa three-pointer. She's known for him. Off the back iron, though, too strong.
Yeah, it looked clean, but she was on point. Just a little strong, like you said there, Ryan. Now we see Box again with the ball. Seeing what she could do here. Looking to go across. Passes it down. Back out. Ooh, that was something right there, Ryan. You got to give them that was some great, playbook passing right there.
Treadway in trouble down low, gets it to Ryman in the corner for the 3. 14-11 your score after Huntington was out early. It was up to that 12-3 lead at one point, but the Lancers fighting back here.
Ooh.
That ball gets tipped, but that's going to stay here for Huntington. 8 on the clock, and we're going to have another substitution. 55, Alex Bope is going to take a seat. Bope right now, 8 points, 4 rebounds.
And we'll see here, as you can see, Stoll there.
We're going to have a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, though. 1:12 on the clock. Abdul, go ahead.
For sure. I was going to say, Stoll here trying to do her job and, get these steals. Last game against Huntington, Grace was able to have 10 steals while Huntington only got 5. So, I mean, if that happens again tonight, that may, the points here may change. Scores might bounce around. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right. So far, it's a great game. Both teams came out strong. They're fighting neck and neck, and Huntington's doing their job of keeping the lead.
Abdul, you talk about that last game, just to run through a few key stats in that one. Veronica Drake versus Huntington, last time out up in Winona, Indiana, she had 26 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Hostetler not too far behind her with 22 points and 1 rebound. Stoll, though, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. So really a three-headed monster their last game against us. Zook puts a shot up off the glass. What a beauty.
Okay, go ahead. Shot.
Zook guarding Hostetler, that shot up. That's Stoll, excuse me. She hits another 3.
Ryan, we're getting back to that point. Who can slap back harder?
16-14 your score. Lancers only down by 2 right now, 41 on the clock. Abdul, we should mention Elena Rongos, the freshman. She checked in at that dead ball break there.
That's Clement. Huntington doing a great job of just passing the ball here. You see, trying to find the open man. Clement on the wing, and the Clement ball goes down. That was the shot right there. Got to give it to the Foresters. Box now with the ball. Ooh, passing out.
Ryman looking to go inside, has the contact. Coach Kohler was calling for a travel over here. They're going to say it went off of Huntington instead. And the official saying she bobbled.
Yeah,
Abdul, we got to give her a shout out. Adrian Perez, sweeper out there on the floor. Got to give a big shout out to the baseball team. They have their meet the team tonight at 6 p.m. And another 3 by Stoll.
Oh, my goodness.
That gives her 9 in this one, Abdul.
Stoll's not playing around, man.
3-quarter court shot, no good there. And Abdul, your score here after 1, 19-17. Your Forcers up by 2 right now. We'll see how they do here in the second quarter. We'll be right back here. This is HU Women's Basketball for the 12th annual Pink Out.
This is how we like to do it.
Hello and welcome back inside Platt Arena. Sorry for a few technical difficulties here, but Abdul, we are back. It's the second quarter. On the floor for your Forcers, Fryman Rongos Deja Drake checked in there, number 1 for Huntington, the freshman from Owen Valley. Drake, now she'll take a 3. That's up. Too strong there and off to the right just a little.
A little bit rushed on, I'd say there a little bit.
Hostetler inside to Treadwell. Abdul, I thought that was blocked by Zook, but they're going to call it a foul. Abdul, I like that rotation down low by Zook there, not being afraid as a guard to go in the post and guard the bigs.
Oh, no, you got to want it. You got to want it. WIN, man, it's an acronym. What's important now? I'm telling you, you got to want it.
Is that a new one? Did you just make that up?
You want to give me the credit?
I will. Treadwell's first one up and good there. Treadwell this season from the line, a 68% free throw shooter. That was her 25th made free throw of the season, but her second one not falling. Cindy Entgroin, the senior, checked in at that break for Huntington.
And there, look at this beautiful pass to Fryman, and woo! Zook down, back to Doyle, to Drake, back to Fry.
Zook the 3, that's up. That's a little bit too long and stalled the rebound. Looked like Drake was gonna poke that one loose. Drake the 3, that's big.
Wow.
Big shot there by Drake, and that gives Grace the lead, 21-19.
And she, that was nothing but confidence.
Entgroin able to split that double team, and Abdul, it seems like when the Foresters, when they break that press, instead of attacking the basket, they like to set up their offense.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how you feel about that. Me as, a guy that when you break the press, if you have numbers, even just even numbers, a 2-on-2, I like to attack them. You get to the free throw line, and we're a pretty good free throw shooting team, Abdul.
And that's, Ryan, like you said there, that's definitely one of the keys for Huntington. Get to the free throw line, utilize that option.
And Abdul, I don't mean to say that we're struggling in that area, because when we set up our offense, we're still doing well.
Of course.
1 on the clock. Fryman really put in a bad spot there. She's going to get the unfortunate turnover in her stat category.
Not something she was looking for, but when you're that go-to player, they're going to give you those last-second shots.
21-19 your score. After a 3 by Veronica Drake gave Grace the lead once again here. Abdul, right now, Sarah Fryman's got 7 points. But Abdul, when the Foresters had 12, when they went on that 12 to 3 lead, Fryman had 7 then. She hasn't scored since then. So we'll see if Huntington can get her going. Clement, cross-court pass. They look back to Clement. Abdul, Fryman running around but not getting the ball.
And of course, Foresters now trying to see how are they going to work this offense.
Entgroin gets that one blocked. Fryman right there, and they're going to call a foul. Treadwell went down.
Fryman doing a great job of just grabbing these rebounds here, man. This is her 3rd rebound of the night.
Treadwell and number 3, Ryman, both sit down back in the game. Kaylee Warble, as well as number 13, Hostetler. So starters back in, minus Michaela Box. She's in for Lexi Minix right now. For Grace. Foul here called on number 50, Warble. That gives her 2 fouls. And Abdul, we saw the 2 fouls on Hamill there in that first quarter. We haven't seen Hamill come back in the game. Davis not electing to take her out, and now Fryman, she answers with a 3 of her own.
Hey, you want some eggs, man? You want some eggs? Because Fryman's cooking.
Drake looked like she took maybe an extra step, maybe just slid on the floor there. Drake now a 3-pointer from the corner. That's no good.
Almost there.
Box, though, gets the offensive rebound. They kick it back out to Hostetler, and she's going to reset here. 7:05 on the clock. Motion offense here. Box goes behind the back into the hoop. Ooh, Abdul, that was blocked. That was blocked.
Whoa.
Abdul, I am sorry, but that was blocked. Wow. Wow.
Listen, there's still a lot of game left. Let's just keep playing. Woo. This is something. And she makes the first one.
First one up and good there by Box. Box from the free throw line, a 78% free throw shooter. Second one up and good as well. So Box gives the Lancers the lead once again. Lancers now 4 of 5 from the free throw line.
And you see here, they're playing the full court press.
Weak pass from Fryman, but it's able to be corralled. And Abdul, I like this passing from the Forcers. Not a lot of dribbles. 3 by Doi. That's good. She buries that one. Sarah Doi gets on the scoreboard with a huge 3 right there. 25-23 your score.
Come on now. This is a game. And now we see Drake passing the ball to Stoll. Stoll passes the ball out.
Hostetler thought about it. She'll drive to Warball. She goes. And that's going to be called on Warball once again. Abdul, 3 fouls on her. And you got to think Davis, he's got to take her out, and he does here. Minnick sent for her.
Warball, I got to say, she's it's more of a balance thing I'm seeing when she's going up. You know, her and Bope are honestly the same height. She needs to be able to control her balance around her just to make sure that she doesn't get these fouls.
Warball sits down with 1 rebound on the game. Drake to Doi. Again, 25-23 your score, 6 minutes on the clock. We want to thank you for joining us here on FDN Sports and spending some of your Saturday with us. Men's game to follow this ball game. They will also be taking on the Grace Lancers. A little bit of a flip script in the men's game, though, as the Grace Lancers are ranked and Huntington Foresters are not.
Drake able to go in there with that, little side step, get that nice little layup. Okay, I see you.
Abdul, that looks like a shot I'd hit against you if we played one-on-one.
You know what, Ryan?
I know you agree. That's why you're kind of shell-shocked right now.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Drake, the 3 for Huntington. That's no good. Too strong. High off the glass. But Fryman, the rebound. That's going to give Huntington another possession. Abdul, we talked about how big rebounds are in this one. To Doi they go. Kick back out. Fryman, 7 on the clock. Bad situation here for Huntington. They get it to Doi. Bad situation turned to a good one, Abdul. 28-25. Doi puts the Forcers up. Her second 3 of the ball game.
Listen, the foul there by the Foresters.
Abdul, once again, the arm called there. That foul called on number 10, Clement, as we see Alex Bope take a seat. Bope with 5 rebounds. Abdul, I said earlier she had 8 points. I misread it was 0 points. Also coming in for the Forcers, Aaron Moore. And Doi, it looked like she might have got her hand on that one to block it, but that's going to be a foul once again. And Abdul, now foul trouble starting to play in here. Huntington, 14 fouls. That's going to send the Lancers to the line. Drake, her first one is up and good. Veronica Drake, a good free throw shooter at 76%. But Abdul, she has shot the most free throws on the team. She gets to the line regularly coming into this ball game as she misses the second one. She's shot 138 threes coming into the game.
Now that's a shot list. Gotta give it to her. And though people underestimate the free throws, man. They're very important and really crucial.
Clement the 3. That's on its way, and that's good.
And Foresters are comfortable from the line, man.
Huntington getting the 3s to fall from them. 7 of 14 right now for 50%. Veronica Drake kick to Box. Box kick out Minix. Good perimeter passing, and that leads to a 3 of their own.
And Lancers slapping them back, saying, hey, what did you can do? I can do better.
2-point ball game here inside Platt Arena, under 4 minutes. Fryman gets it across midcourt.
And, of course, Doi slows it down for the team. Let's cooperate. Let's communicate. Come on, guys. I love when they slow it down.
Aaron Moore from the free throw line. She got hacked there by number 13, Hostetler, the sophomore from Archbald, Ohio. And that's going to send Aaron Moore to the line for 2 shots.
Now Moore, we'll see what she can do, capitalize on these opportunities. Last game, Huntington was able to shoot 90% from the free throw line.
I believe they were 10 of 11, too.
Yeah, you are correct. That is what 90% is.
Second one up and good there by Aaron Moore. Substitution here. Bach's going to take a seat. Bach providing some good minutes here. 4 points, 2 rebounds in this one. Aaron Moore with those free throws there. That gives her 5 in this ball game. 33-29 your score here. Drake, kick, stall, motion offense once again for Lancers. They look inside, and Veronica Drake wide open down
Drake
low,
is
Abdul.
doing everything she can for her team, Ryan. She's keeping them in the game. Of course,
Fryman gets it to Clement and Abdul. Good job. The Forsters seem to get it to Fryman every time they get around the midcourt, and that one little drop pass is right there. I really love what Coach Culler's done with this squad.
Yes.
Inside they look. Aaron Moore, and she's got to go to the line for another one. Big shot, but what a find by Sarah Fryman. But Aaron Moore, you got to give the props to her, Abdul. She finished it off with the contact.
Have to. She knew she had it.
Love that, Abdul. And Bach's going to check in here. Hostetler now has picked up her second foul with about 3 minutes left. And Abdul with 1 starter and Warball already in foul trouble. Davis not risking a second. Moore converts that free throw.
Oh, little flicker. The lights there. I mean,
it was just you blinking, Abdul. It was just you blinking.
Okay. I was going to say it's getting hot, but I mean, it's not getting this hot, you know? And here we go. Drake again. This is a lot of, you hit me hard, I hit you hard. Listen, Ryan. They're going hard. They're doing something different. Okay.
Abdul, I know we make, the joke, what you can do, I can do better. But it is literally Huntington hits a 3. Grace comes back.
Yes.
Huntington gets an and one opportunity and converts. Grace goes right back. And then on the other side, Grace will do it. They'll hit a 3 after Huntington maybe struggled or something for a few minutes. And it goes the other way around.
Yep.
Now foul going to be called on Ryman, her first foul of the game. But with 5 fouls, that's going to put the Forsters at the line. And Abdul, the first quarter, it was pretty clean. We didn't see a lot of fouls. Sam Hamill did pick up 2 of them.
A little
but
bit.
It was pretty clean.
Yeah.
The second quarter, complete flip script. Turn the light switch on, turn it off. I don't know what it was on at first, but flip it the other way. That's how this quarter's been.
Tell me about it, man. Everybody's flying around trying to get this game. But you got to love the passion. It's just dedication in my eyes, man.
Doi converts both of them. That's going to lead to Huntington being up 4 with 2:40 remaining here in this first half. Once again, folks, don't forget we will have the halftime ceremony that Huntington is providing for this 12th annual Pink Out game in honor of breast cancer awareness and survivors. We're going to have that broadcasted live here, so don't go anywhere. Box shot no good there.
They're going to call it out of bounds over the top.
Abdul, that one going over the top, but I think Fryman may have wanted to argue that one because she got the rebound, and she's been crashing the boards relatively well here today.
Has. You got to give it to Fryman. She also has some assists on the board on her board as well.
I see what you did there on the board after making. Okay.
Yeah, you know. Of course, now Doyle being very smart with her passes. You got to give
Fryman, a corner 3. That's on its way. No good.
A little collision there by Fryman and Mincourt. Stole. Just missing the layup. But you got to give it to her. Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but Lancers are treating this game like a football game. They huddle after every whistle. They have a little huddle, and then they go do the foul. Or they have a little huddle, and then they inbound the ball. It's something. It's something to watch.
Abdul, you think that's one of those things that just helps with communication, just making sure everybody's on the same page before, whatever the next play may be?
For sure. I mean, it doesn't hurt either. They're not getting in anybody's way. They're doing it respectably. And it's quick, too. You know, it's not wasting time.
Stahl converts both of them there to make it a 2-point ball game. Under 2 to go here. Up to Zook they go, and Zook looking to attack here, and she'll kick it back out to Doi. And going back out to Doi. 1:35 on the clock here. To Fryman they go. 3-pointer on its way. Bang! That's good! Aaron Moore with the big 3 there.
My favorite shooter. Yeah.
She extends this to a 5-point game, Abdul.
Come on now.
A big defensive possession here for the Forcers. Drake from the short corner. That's good. Abdul, good defense there down low. I didn't see who was guarding Minix, but good defense not falling for that spin there.
At all. Great defense. Drake doing a great job making that shot as well.
3-point ball game here. Minute exactly on the clock here. 3-pointer from the corner. Doi, that's no good. In and out. Ain't growing the rebound. She got it stripped, but able to keep it and get it out. And a new shot clock here for Huntington.
Utilize it. Time is your friend.
Fryman called for it. Now Inkgroin with it down low. She'll try to spin. May have taken an extra step. They're not going to call it. Fryman the setback. Bang! You know it's good, Abdul. You know it's good. 45-38 your score. Sarah Fryman, 13 points right now. And Hostetler driving. They're going to call another arm foul on Huntington.
These arm fouls are starting to really get to Huntington.
That foul actually going to be called on number 5, Aaron Moore. Excuse me. Abdul, Sarah Fryman right now lighting up scoreboard. 13 points on this one. But Abdul, it's been her 3-pointers. It's really helped out Huntington as a team. Shooting 50% from 3. 9 of 18. Both of them there good by Hostetler. And Abdul, there's maybe about a 6/10 of a second between shot clock here and game clock.
And of course, hold it down. Slow it down. And I'm telling you, Ryan.
Abdul, I got to ask you, you going for a 3 or you just want a bucket of any kind here?
I'll say the bucket of any kind. I mean, the 3 would be nice, though, so hey.
10 on the clock to Fryman they go. She looks to step back outside. Thought about the step back. Aaron Moore, she'll put a shot up. And Abdul, that's just too light. Inkgroin crashes down. But everybody looks to be all right. That's going to be your halftime here. 44-40 is your halftime score. Your Forsters, number 21 Huntington, up right now on the Lancers. Once again, make sure you don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back here. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here for this halftime ceremony.
Huntington University women's basketball would like to thank the Vera Bradley Foundation for Breast Cancer for its generous donation of a commemorative gift for all survivors attending today's pink out. The Huntington University cheerleaders will distribute the gifts as we honor each survivor by name. Please hold your applause until all participants' names have been read. Julie Brandon, Sherry Carroll, Samantha DeKalabas, Ken Dowden, Diana Graw, Roseanne Holman, Linda Kyle, Marsha Klein, Beverly Krewald, Ann Leitner, Victoria Linker, Michelle Lynch, Rita McCabe, Christy Parrott, Kathy Reich, and Freddie Saylor. Please join us once again in honoring today's participants. As a reminder, proceeds from today's game receipts, pink popcorn sales, and special gifts will be donated to the Vera Bradley Foundation for Breast Cancer. Be sure to support the search for a cure with your donations at the game and through popcorn and t-shirt purchases. A check presentation to the Vera Bradley Foundation will be made immediately following the game. One more time for our great survivors with us here today.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen, and how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them.
So Powder Puff football is 2 teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the 2 end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play 2 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in, since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, Nice, go, go,
Powder Puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, like I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder Puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder Puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend. What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
Everything has a beginning. A moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it, and those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ. The power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good work and showcasing it to the world. We attend a number of conferences, festivals, and competitions each year. I'll let our awards speak for themselves. And get this, 93% of our graduates are working or in grad school. So this goes out to all the storytellers, dreamers, and artists out there, looking for a place to call home the next 4 years, while honing their creative minds and skills. So what do you say? Are you in?
It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
A home run for right fielder Adrian Perez.
Perez started playing baseball at a young age, where he fell in love with the sport. Then, when he made it to high school, everything changed.
When I was a junior, this guy saw me in Florida playing, and he asked me if I want to stay in Florida for better education and find like a scholarship or something in the USA.
This was an offer that Perez and his parents didn't see coming, but there was another curveball on its way.
In that year, my mom got cancer. When that happened, she talked to me and said, do you dream? Like, go follow your dream. I'm gonna be fine.
So he listened to his mom and started playing for the Iowa Lake Community College Lakers in 2015. That's when he earned the nickname Big Shot. But in the midst of his great success with the Lakers,
I hurt my hamstring in a scout day in Iowa Lakes.
Perez returned to Puerto Rico for therapy in December 2017. After weeks of therapy, he walked his mom through her final days.
My mom passed away after 2 years.
To honor his mother and follow their dreams of going pro, Perez returned back to the U.S.
At that point, I got hurt and all the school again is NAIA, but I don't want to talk to nobody. And that frame, Coach Friend's son, he called me over and over and over. But all this school, the NAIA just sent me over. He was the only one he want to talk to me. So I told him, I can't play baseball right now. I just trying to rehab and everything. I said, he don't matter. I'm going to give you a good offer so you can come to Huntington University and play here, and we're going to take care about the hamstring and everything. He offered me the offer, and I didn't even call my dad. I said, okay.
So Perez and the Forsters made it official.
I signed, called my dad, tell me I think I made the right decision.
While at HU, Perez remembers that he's almost 9 hours away from his family.
The adversity just helped me go through everything in that point. My dad always watching me in the TV, so when I go to him, I make a sign, so he know he know I just want to play for them. Let's go!
Hello and welcome inside Plaid Arena. Once again, your score here, 44-40. The 12th annual Pink Out game here. It's the Huntington Forsters taking on the Grace Lancers, and Abdul, we've had quite an interesting ball game on our hands.
Yes,
Quick
sir.
thoughts before we get into some stats.
So I think
for Grace first.
Okay, fine, for Grace.
I'll make it easier for you.
So for Grace, I gotta say, they came out punching, they came out hard. I think they didn't anticipate this type of start. More so, I think they expected to obviously be in the lead, but for the most part, they're still trying to come and they're punching. They're playing with a lot of passion and heart right now. So I'm impressed with how they keep pushing, and it's a lot of back and forth between both teams. I say Grace is doing a great job just kind of passing the ball and utilizing the opportunities that they have and just staying in it. So that's what I'm seeing from them for now, but we'll see what happens.
And Abdul, on the other side, we saw Huntington really in that first quarter. They got up to that big lead. It was 12-3 at one point. They led by 9, largest lead of the ball game for them. But then it was like, we talked about it, it turned into a track meet almost.
Yeah.
The Lancers started running the ball down the floor. And it's not that Huntington wasn't getting back in time, but Huntington was almost getting back as soon as the Lancers were there already.
Exactly.
So it's not like Huntington was really helping themselves out at all. But now, Abdul, the Forsters, they caught heat, especially from deep, shooting 50%, as we'll take a look through some stats here. Huntington, from the floor, shooting 50%. They're 15 of 30 from three-point. They're 9 of 19 for 47%. They're perfect at the free throw line, 5 of 5. And on the other side, the Lancers, they're shooting 48% from the field, 46 from behind the arc, and 83% from the free throw line. They're 10 of 12. Abdul, leading scorers first for Grace. It is number 16, Veronica Drake, with 16 points and 3 rebounds. Also leading assisters, Lexi Minix with 3. Kiana Sol, she's got 13 points in this ball game as well on 3 of 5 shooting from deep. Abdul, interesting stat to me though. 3 turnovers apiece for these teams.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty clean game.
Yeah.
Huntington, their key stats, Sarah Fryman leading all scorers for Huntington, 13 points. Abdul, we got to get to her stat line here real quick. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 of 5 from deep, and 5 of 8 from the field. And that's just in the first half, Abdul.
Yeah, she's doing something. She's doing something that legends do.
Stahl runs into both. Their hard collision. But good sportsmanship, both helping her up and making sure she's okay. And Stahl still looks a little dizzy out there. Have to keep an eye on her and make sure she's all right. But 44-40, your halftime score. Turnover from the Lancers on their first possession. Sam Hamill back in the ball game, and she's looking to attack right away. Misses that one though.
Let her come in. She was just sitting down for like an entire half almost.
And a foul on Clement. Drake going right into her. Abdul, we've seen that be a foul that happened so much. Not even in the first half, in the second quarter. Not the first quarter, the second quarter.
Yes, sir.
Where one of the guards from Grace would run into one of the Forsters and really just put up a shot. More times than not, it would be a good shot, a contested shot.
Yeah.
But a lot of those arm fouls were called. As coach caller, halftime adjustments, that's got to be one of them. Do you have an adjustment for what kind of defense the Forsters could play there against that driving guard?
Hands up. Stand firm, hands up, and just hope that the ball doesn't go in, honestly, because they're obviously going for the foul when they're running into you like that. So it's a matter of how disciplined can you be as a player,
Fryman's turnaround too soft there. Moore gets it over. Sam Hamill from the short corner converts. And Abdul, I was thinking about that. The question I just asked you, I'd like to see some Forsters try to take some charges down low.
Yeah.
We normally don't see that a lot.
You're right.
Not that anybody wants to give up their body for a charge.
That's the question.
But Abdul, you get a couple charges. Those are big momentum boosters right there for your team.
Yes, sir.
And another foul. This one going to be called on Bope. Warball now. She joins the scoring parade for the Lancers.
There you go. Honestly, Rod, you're not lying. You're not lying there, Ryan. I mean, Bope and Wahlberg are both the same size. If Bope would have taken that charge, it could have been a different story.
1 point ball game here inside Platt Arena, 46-45. Aaron Moore gets it to Bope. To Clement they go. Abdul, scoring has been pretty close the whole game, outside of 9. A 9-point lead from Huntington. Aaron Moore comes up with that offensive rebound. Abdul, rebounds have been big. That was one of our keys to the ball game.
Yes.
Moore takes a three. That's no good off the front of the iron there. And now the Lancers have a chance to get this lead back. Drake the pull up. That's way too strong there off the glass.
Again, it seems like these girls are not the same girls that came into the first half. I mean, they're playing with the same energy, but their shots are starting to not be as efficient as they were.
Fryman now looking to pass it around. She got that one stripped by Hostetler. Drake with it. She's looking to push up. Hostetler goes right in to Clement. And they're going to call a foul on Jade. Abdul, I don't know about that one. It looks like that should have been a charge in my opinion. Hostetler looked like she was out of control, trying to get the carryover.
Yeah.
Abdul, I hate to be the guy that keeps going to the officials. I hate to be that guy.
But you are. I understand what you're saying. It's just your passion and, your knowledge of the game, I see. But
Abdul, maybe if we had our very own Noah Tobias here to give us some insight on a few of these calls, it could help me out.
You're not lying there. Being a professional ref does make a difference, commentator.
That's going to give the first lead of this second half now to the Lancers. And now the Lancers going to get called for a foul. So the foul's getting a little even here. I guess it's only 3-1, but
you know.
Huntington finally gets a foul, I guess is what I should have said. Fryman dumps it down low, short corner, Moore, that's good. Fryman's 7th assist of the ball game.
Fryman is doing her thing, man.
Abdul, I don't want to say it, but Fryman could be in that triple-double potential. Travel there by Minix. That's going to be a turnover. Coach Kohler telling Fryman just chill down a little bit. They do call her SAR money. And Abdul, I believe, I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to say the SAR money part, the money part, is because of how good of a shooter she is.
Oh, you know it.
Fryman now looking to get one. Got that one blocked momentarily. Kohler calling for some contact, doesn't get it. Moore back to Doy. 13 on the clock here. Moore with it. Now to Fryman. Huntington is up 1 right now. Hamill inside. Looks for Bope. Bope in trouble and just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, Bope got cornered on that one. Lance is now trying to capitalize here. It's a 1-point game.
Hostetler with the ball right side of the floor. She'll look to use a pick from Drake. Stahl wanted it outside. Now they kick over Warball with it. She'll try her hand out of 3. No good. Drake flopping a little bit down low. And a foul called. Wow.
This is good. This is getting aggressive. Shout out to the mop. Yeah, mop it up.
Getting a lot of work in today with these foul calls.
Tell me about it.
That one going to get blocked by Erin Moore. Good job by her. Staying aggressive there as the inbounder.
Great job of keeping the hands up, doing her thing.
Now Moore going to turn her back instead. Moore gets her hand on another one. Abdul, for about 3.5 seconds, she's back guarding her. And then about 1.5 seconds left, she flips on a dime And back-to-back times there, Aaron Moore right there. Great defense by her.
That's exactly what you want to see. That's that Loctite defense. Drake now with the ball. And, of course, with the shot. And just unable to get it there. Again, flopping. Not keeping her balance on that one.
Whew, we got a foul in our favor, Abdul. Here we go. Okay, we're playing some ball here once again.
Yes,
Abdul, you know like when you play 21? Well, not 21. We'll go 3-on-3. Call your own fouls.
Cool.
You know how there's always one guy that calls every foul, but doesn't want to give you a foul?
Exactly.
I feel like I'm watching that. I just had to get that out. I'm done with the fouls now. I've moved on. I'm a new person. I apologize.
Oh, welcome, Ryan.
And I'll be better. Sam Hamill, she's looking to be better. Hand off to Moore. Moore got fouled here. Davis is going to want to call for a travel, but it's a step through there by Aaron Moore. We've seen her do that a few times. Abdul, that's really a move she's tried to work on this year.
Yes, sir.
Substitution here, Ryman in for Hostetler. 1 point ball game here inside Platt Arena, 48-47. Moore gets it into Hamill. 5:43 on the clock. Ryman guards Hamill. Step back here, no good there by Fryman. Offense rebound, Moore. She puts it up, no good. Fryman gets it. That's up and that's good. Huntington padding the stat sheet with the rebounds, and that gives Fryman 15.
Of course, you see 22 rebounds for Huntington and only 16 for Lancers. Man, Huntington's doing their job. You control the rebounds, you control the board.
Wow,
Steal from
what
Hamill.
a steal.
And okay. There we
Abdul Ford, a track meet. Hamill just beat Hostetler by 1/10 of a second there. And I want to say that's what a 40-meter race
is. And there goes Drake. Again, here we go, Ryan. We're back to this whole, what you can do, I can do better. And wow, Fryman now with the ball, taking it up. And can we see? Back to Moore. Moore in for the shot and able to go in. Bope now with the rebound and the putback. Come on now. Bope the Pope. Get out of here, man.
And one, Abdul.
Listen.
Full course meal there for Alex Bope. She's looking for some dessert here at the line.
Let's see if this starts Bope, man. This is her first points of the game now.
She does have 5 rebounds in this game. I believe it'd be 6 with that putback there. Bope did have a double-double in the last ball game for Huntington.
Yep,
12 points and 10 rebounds, Abdul.
Yes, sir.
That last game against Spring Arbor, which Huntington would win 64-59. Fryman leading Huntington scores in that game with 24 points.
Wow.
Good pick by Treadwell there, and that got Hostetler open.
Hamill was prepared for that one, but that's what you got to do as when you're playing ball. That's what you got to prepare for.
Abdul, you talk about picks that feel like a brick wall, and that looked like one. Fryman going inside, gets blocked by Treadwell. Treadwell's off and running. She's wide open. They give it to her, and Treadwell gets a layup.
Gets that lay. Okay, go ahead. Treadwell.
Defense to offense. Treadwell, a perfect example of it right there, Abdul.
And that's how you do it. Treadwell doing her thing. Doyle now back out. Hamill now with the ball. She's going to go up, and it doesn't go in for her.
Fryman crashes, can't come up with it. It's a 2-point ball game. The Lancers are looking to tie it up. Maybe go for the lead. 3, no good there. Fryman gets the rebound. Abdul, that's going to be number 8 for her in this ball game. And now Huntington looks to slow it down just a little bit here.
Come on now. You know that's the sweet spot for me. You slow it down, we get talking proper. Because that's what happens when you slow it down, Ryan. That's what happens when you slow it down.
A step inside the 3-point line. Drake could have traveled there, no call. This one going to be called in favor of Grace. Aaron Moore going to take a seat here, getting a much-needed break. Moore's going to sit down with 13 points and 3 rebounds. And for her, Erica Zook. Also, Box taking a seat for the Lancers. Number 24, Minix checks in for her. 3:20 to go here in this quarter. Ryman, the open spot up 3. She can't convert. Hamill crashes. She tries to throw it off Minix. Minix head up play. Hamill comes up with that rebound. She's off and running.
There we go.
Trying to get around Hostetler. She does. Ryman on her. Hamill going inside. Pass to Zook. Zook kicks it back out to Doy. 57-53 your score. Bope can't get it to fall. In a battle here, Fryman wins that one.
And you saw that from here, man.
Fryman and Drake battling down low. Abdul, what a ball game from both girls, though. Drake with 20 points and 6 rebounds. Sarah Fryman, 15 points and 8 rebounds. Fryman also has 7 assists too.
Ooh, come on.
Fryman, the 3.
Come
Bang!
on,
It's
now.
good! Sarah Fryman! 18 points for her in this one.
Come on now. And Drake now just losing her foot in there. But it's going to stay with the Lancers.
Doi getting called for the foul there. Tried to poke the ball away. 60-53. The score here, 2:48 remaining. And now Drake going to be at the line. Huntington now with 5 team fouls.
And this is where it matters. You know, this is where it counts, Ryan. You get these are the free ones. You can't miss these right here.
Treadwell and Hostetler take a seat. Box. Treadwell and Stoll, excuse me. Box and Hostetler into the game. First one up and good by Drake. That'll give her 21. Drake on the season. Mentioned a 76% free throw shooter and converts both of them here to cut this to a 5-point ball game. A touch under 3 minutes to go here. Sam Hamill to Fryman. Fryman looking to go into the paint.
And
she puts it up. What a nice look there.
That was right there, determination. She says, swipe the ball, I'm going to grab it back. Give me it.
Abdul, 20 points for Sarah Fryman. And with that 20th point, that gives Sarah Fryman 1,700 career points. We just want to say congratulations on that mark to Sarah Fryman. She goes down there. Looks to be up and all right, but Abdul, all of us here at FDN want to send out a big congrats to Sarah Fryman scoring her 1,700th point in her career.
Congrats. Fryman stays Fryman.
Now, Abdul, I know if you look behind us up in the rafters, we do have, all the banners up here. You look up Miranda Palmer, the all-time leading scorer, 2,173 points. Abdul, I don't know if Fryman's going to be able to catch her. Not much of the season left. But Miranda Palmer, an absolute monster scorer, a deadly three-point shooter, an absolute sniper from deep.
Yes, sir.
Could get things to go inside with the contact. Fryman 2 more there, so that'll push her over the 1,700 mark now. But Abdul Fryman, she's been a great player here, and Sarah Fryman and I both seniors this year, so I've got to see her these 4 years progress. Great player. Fryman the 3. That's good. Her last one was too strong, but converts here. 64-58 your score here.
Hamill now taking it up. Passes it to Fryman. Back to Hamill now. And we'll see here what's going to happen.
Zook with that right side. Under 2 minutes now in this ball game. 64-58 your score once again. Kick over Zook. She'll give it back to Doi at the top of the key.
And Zook
9
now
on the
with
clock.
The shot, and ooh. That was a close one. Drake now running it back up. And we see
Hostetler misses her shot. And Abdul, that might be the thing there. If the Forcers can just put pressure, not get that contact, but just put pressure on Grace when they drive. Because Grace has missed a few of those layups, kind of in the paint shots. Inside to Fryman they go. She kicks outside. Doi the 3. That's up. No good. Too short. Ingroin comes up with the rebound after it was tipped around. New shot clock. And the Forsters have it. A touch over 1 here. Zook, she'll kick it off. Fryman, she thought about it. Hamill, 3-pointer. Bang! That's good. Under a minute to go. And Huntington takes a 9-point lead inside Platt Arena.
And this is it. This is the critical part. You can't back down. You got to keep pushing.
Abdul, I want to stand up, but I think I might get yelled at here down on the scores table if I stand up.
Oh, go ahead, Ron. You got it.
Kick outside, box a spot up 3. She misses that one. Fryman comes up with the rebound. Minnick's called for the foul. Minnick's arguing it there. That's going to be foul number 2 on her. But bigger than that, Abdul, 5 fouls now, so that's going to send Fryman to the line. And Abdul, we should note that last rebound by Fryman, that made number 10. She's got a double-double right now in this ball game. Abdul, 2 assists away from the triple-double. She's got a whole quarter and 32.2 seconds to go.
Listen, Fryman she just racked up a whole Happy Meal for you. That's a double cheeseburger with some fries, And then you can't forget the sauce because, come on, man.
See, I was thinking of it in terms of, when you need a guest swipe at the DC and somebody gives you one. That's what I was thinking of. She's just lending out.
You're not lying.
Ryman goes inside. She's going to go to the line for another one. Takes the contact and converts here. 69-60 your score here.
Come on now. And we still got a whole quarter to play. This is it, Ryan. This is that part. All that energy you came into the game with, you got to double that now. Bring it ×2.
Treadwell.
Substitutions.
Hostetler back in the game. Excuse me, Stahl. Do I keep mixing up Hostetler and Stahl? I don't know why.
I'm better at numbers.
I don't know what to say to that. Shot clock turned off here. 18 on the clock.
Hamill slowing it down once again with the beauty and the precision of understanding when you have the time in your hands, use it.
Huntington, 8 on the clock here. Fryman, she'll take the 3. That was deep. No good. Doi comes up with the putback. She gets it to fall. Abdul, it's a 10-point lead.
Come on now, that's how you do it.
Fryman misses the 3, but Doi gets the putback. 71-61, your score here after 3. We got the final frame up. Number 21, Huntington leads this one. This is the 12th annual Pink Out. We'll be right back here. This is HU Women's Basketball. Hello and welcome back inside Platt Arena here. Ryan Lockhart with Abdul Kamara.
Hello.
For this final quarter. Abdul, it's a 10-point ball game.
Yes, sir.
But let's be honest here. This has been a hard-fought ball game throughout. We know Grace, they can play that tenacious defense.
Yes.
Right now, they don't have a lot of steals. They only have 1 in the ball game. Forster's kicked the ball out here. Fryman, the three-pointer, that gets blocked by Treadwell. Fryman got a hand on it. Moore gets it inside. She's going to get fouled by Drake. The first foul on Drake, but that's the first foul of the quarter. Davis not happy, I think, with his defense.
And as you were talking, that tenacious defense, you saw it there with that block on Fryman by Grace. They're doing, this is the part where now they have to do everything in their power to get back, you know. Like I was saying, Ryan, all of that energy you put into the first half, bring it to the fourth and double it because the game's not over. Both made. Now, Lancer's bringing it back up here.
73-61 your score here. Fryman tied that one up for a minute. Now Box going inside. No good. And Groin, the rebound there. Hamill brings it up, looking for some help, finds it in Fryman. Fryman looking to attack now. Looks to give it off, and now Ryman going to get called for the foul. And Abdul, Fryman stopping on a dime there. Ryman was coming up to poke the ball away. Just couldn't stop in time there.
At all.
Inbound to Hamill. She'll take the 3. That's no good. Groin the rebound. Abdul, we talked about it. Keys to the game, rebounds. How big have they been for Huntington?
They've been powerful. It's a powerhouse. You control the boards. You control the score. Give yourself opportunities to get more chances at the bucket, and that's what Huntington does. Beautiful shot there by Huntington.
Moore gets that one to go in the paint. Abdul, Huntington right now 18 points in the paint compared to 16 from Grace. And a big shot there from Lancers. That's a 3. Stahl able to hit that one, and Abdul, we've seen her hit a lot of big threes in this one. She has 17 points, but leading the Lancers in points is Drake with 22. Doy looking to go inside. Foul gonna be called here.
Honestly, I love the fact that they're now driving, they're now getting the fouls. The fouls are working towards Huntington's favor. The thing is now, get to the line, take the shots, utilize these fouls. Try to get the shooting foul.
That foul is on Box, her second of the ball game. And Abdul, I said I wouldn't talk about him, so I'm going to leave it all up to you.
Thank you, sir.
75-64, your score here inside Platte Arena. Once again, thank you for joining us here. Spending some of your Saturday afternoon? I mean, it is technically afternoon. Like, don't judge me, Abdul.
Thank you for spending your Saturday, let's just say.
Fryman spot up 3. Off the top of the glass, Engroin the rebound.
And of course,
Abdul, she has 8 rebounds in this ball game. No points, but Abdul, it's not all about points. It's about making the extra play.
Exactly.
And she's made 8 of them, it seems like, so far. More able to convert there from the short corner.
Yep. Even she looked like, oh, wow.
Box looked for the turn. Fryman fell for it. Now Fryman, good defense there. She's going to be called for the foul there. Got some of Hostetler's arm. But Abdul, good thing that's only the second foul on Sarah Fryman, so no foul trouble for her. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. Abdul, I think we're going to go ahead and take it with them.
Why not?
77-64 your score. This is HU Women's Basketball. FDN Sports.
This is how we like to do it.
Hello and welcome back inside Platte Arena once again. Ryan Lockhart, Abdul Kamara here on the call for this ball game.
Come on now, hold on, hold on. That was some great passing there. Of course, Lance is bringing it back. Score for that shot.
Abdul, we talked about it. It seems like the Lancers have been able to set up their offense, not even set up their offense, because they're just running right to the basket.
Yes, sir.
The Forster's just a little bit slow there. Aaron Moore had an opportunity. Look for Fryman down low. And Abdul, triple-double for Sarah Fryman.
Oh, no. That's
Abdul, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Congratulations to Fryman there. Stole the big 3.
Listen,
Abdul, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many triple-doubles there have been in HU women's basketball history. I don't think there have been any because I know the men have only had one, and that was from Dan Wool my freshman year, 4 years ago.
I was going to say, I've never seen a triple-double on the HU.
But I believe that's the first ever. I'm going to go ahead and say it's the first ever triple-double. 30-second timeout here. We're going to keep it right here inside Platte Arena.
Fryman isn't making kids meals anymore, man. That's a grown man meal. That triple-double, that's a hit. That's a hit.
Abdul, that's not a meal. That's a buffet right there. Fryman is eating tonight.
Yes,
she wants the appetizers, the 5-course meal, the dessert.
Yeah.
She might even get a second plate of dessert. That's how well Fryman's playing right now.
Yes,
83-69. She has her team up right now. And Abdul, we mentioned it, 24, 10, and 10 right now is her stat line. But Abdul, as far as it looks from the field, Fryman 8 of 18 field goal wise, 4 of 9 from 3-point. And Abdul, dare I say it, perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
You dare said it. Drake trying to get the flop and just wasn't able to.
Abdul, all I'm going to say is that Grace must have some really good acting classes.
Yeah, I'm in one now, actually, Ryan.
Me too.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Not at Grace, though, at Huntington.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Drake there, first one up and good. And you know, Abdul, I do live by the old classic basketball saying, ball don't lie.
Ball doesn't lie.
Drake's first one is good, so I have to take my statement back. Second one good. I take my statement back.
Listen, even if she is acting, you got to fake it till you make it. You heard?
Doi looked like she was in trouble. Now her pass gets tipped here. Treadwell gets it out to Caldwell.
Lancers now doing everything they can to really utilize these opportunities. Stoll now with the shot, unable to make it. Drake gets it back in, throws it out, and just too far, a little bit too much power. Great effort, but wasn't aimed, wasn't to. If only somebody was back there. I would have loved to see it, I'm not going to lie to you.
Abdul, what a throw by Drake, though, from under the basket baseline.
Behind her back, like that.
And that hit right next to the end of the scorer's table. That's a pretty far pass, not a pass necessarily, but a throw. Doi somehow doesn't get a foul there. Now Stoll off and running. They got numbers. Hamill fell to the ground hard there.
Great sacrifice there for the kickball. Make him work for it.
Hamill does look to have just a slight limp. But Abdul with so much adrenaline.
I wouldn't feel it either.
And they're going to call her for a travel. Abdul, we said it, ball don't lie. Doi didn't get the foul on one end. Ball replaces it down here.
Yes, sir.
83-71 your score, 5:47 here. And Abdul, for the Lancers, you can start to feel it in the atmosphere. It feels like it's starting to get a little out of control for them. If Huntington can just take care of the ball, not turn it over, basically that's a big one right there. Huntington, only 6 turnovers in this ball game. Number 7 right there as I say something. And Abdul, they got to run down the clock. Hostetler looking to drive inside. Foul called on Doi. And Abdul, that's going to be the third one.
Here we go. Here we go. We're getting.
And Abdul, Forster faithful not liking
we're getting some emotions.
The officiating today.
Some emotions are coming out, Ryan.
Abdul, Coach Kohler over here in front of us, she was arguing who created the contact. Second one, no good there. First one was good. 83-72 the score here. Hostetler all over Hamill, no call. Abdul, I tried, I'm sorry.
Hey, listen.
I was good for a while. You have to give me that at the least.
You were. I'll give it to you.
Hamill short corner, no good there. And Abdul, we talked about it. Some things Huntington needs to do to keep this lead. Not turn the ball over. They have 7 turnovers compared to 9 from Grace. Run the clock down.
Yes.
And when you're running the clock down, when you know there's about 10 left, however much left, when you want to run your play, make sure you can execute that play.
Yes.
Also, they can't give up threes. Threes are momentum killers and momentum starters. Hamill right there defensively picks up Ryman. Box nowhere to go. 14 on the clock. Ryman gets open 3. That's no good. Moore crashes the board and gets it. 4:40 on the clock here. Hamill had it poked away momentarily, looking for some help. Finds it in Doi. Abdul, the Forsters can take a little bit of a breath of air right now, it seems like.
Like you said, Ryan, you slow it down, you utilize what your opportunities are. And Hamill now throwing it back up there again, being able to find the inside man and just utilizing the opportunity of scoring. Great job there for the Foresters.
Hostetler now gets it to Box. Box a 3, no good. Fryman comes up, another rebound, number 11 for her. Abdul, I believe that's a career high in rebounds. I believe it was 7 before for Fryman. Once again, another congrats going to her.
breaking records left and right, man. Like you said, she's eating tonight.
Shot no good by Hamill there.
Just a little bit more power. Toss it up a little bit higher, and that would have went in.
Drake will slow it down now.
Smart, smart. Utilize it, utilize. Find the opportunities. Again, Drake, faking into you make it.
Foul called. That's going to be... They have that on number 22, Doi. That would be her 5th. But I believe that was on Fryman. I think just a classic mix-up between official and the desk here beside us. Abdul, that is 4 though on Fryman. So Fryman's got to be careful. Fryman gets a pick set on her. Blocked there by Aunt Groin. Wow, Sydney with a monster block right there.
Now she said, "This is my house. Don't play with me."
Hamill wanted to run. She'll pull it back and slow down now. Abdul, if you're Huntington, you got to kill the clock here.
You have to.
Inside to Fryman they go. That's a turnover.
And that's not
Abdul, Huntington just moving too fast.
Listen, as fast as I am, I like to slow down too, man. You got to learn how to relax.
Hold on. You said as fast as you are?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, you got jokes.
Rebound by Aunt Groin there. I didn't know we were telling jokes this game. My bad. I guess I should have got on some earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over to Doi they go to Aaron Moore. 85-72 your score. Hamill with it. She'll drive baseline. Kick to the corner. Doi, she drives in the paint. The floater. In and out.
Oh, that one hurt.
That's a heartbreaker, Abdul.
Woo.
2:30 on the clock. Hostetler, the handoff to Stahl. Stahl, a nice crossover.
Of course, you see now Lancers doing everything they can to try to get this bucket. Of course, back out to Drake.
And Abdul, the Lancers look like they're scattering right now. Down 13, they need some big points. Fryman has 4 fouls. We got to keep that in mind. From the corner, a 3. No good. Hostetler couldn't hit. And that's going the other way. That's on Drake. That's a big foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul. Big foul there on Drake. She's going to take a seat here as well as Treadwell. Minnick's back in the game. As well as Box. About 2 minutes left here. Aunt Groin pass off to Doi, and Doi could have went to the hoop. She'll dribble it out. And Abdul, I said earlier, I'd like if Huntington would attack more to the hoop. Yeah. Now is the time you got to flip the script. The light switch you flipped before, flip it again.
Flip it again?
I forget if it was on or off, but flip it back the other way.
Flip it back the other way?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Now you have to slow it down. Chew up the clock under 2 minutes. Fryman looking to go inside, ran out of Yes! Wow! What a roll! Not once, but twice! Abdul, that is so nice.
And that just explains what roll she's on today.
87-72. Abdul, I think Fryman should get 4 for that because it rolled around so nicely. Wow. Fryman misses that one. Aunt Groin the rebound. She wanted to put it up. Didn't though. Moore gets it. And Abdul, this 4th quarter, Grace was down by 10 to start. It looked like, if they could have had a couple big early baskets, momentum would have been there. It just didn't work out like that. Fryman kicks out. 4 on the clock. Moore's going to have to put one up. She does. No good there. Hamill was fighting there with Hostetler.
Yeah, she wanted it, but...
And that's going to be a foul on her. Abdul, foul number 3 on Hamill, but that's foul number 5. So the Lancer's going to go to the line. Stahl at the line. She's the best free throw shooter on this team, 82%.
Come on now.
Abdul, she's probably the last one you want on the floor. for the Lancers. That's her 50th free throw of the season. Full timeout, 1:26 remaining. Abdul, we're going to keep it right here with us. 87-74, 1:26 remaining. And Abdul, we've had a great one on our hands here.
Yes, we did.
At halftime, it was a close ball game. But this fourth quarter and that third quarter, the second half, let's run over our keys to the game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure.
You know, we looked at some things. Our master key was the fast start for Huntington.
Yes, sir.
Huntington, I don't want to say they got out to a slow start because they had a 2-point lead in each quarter. 4-point at halftime.
Yep.
But the second half, they just blew the roof off.
Yes, they did.
6 points in the third quarter. They end up outscoring Grace by 6. Right now, they're up by 5 points in this fourth quarter. So a really good job by them. But Abdul, other keys to the game for Huntington, protect the ball. With 8 turnovers right now, they're 1 less than Grace. Check mark that box off.
Check it.
Get to the line. 12 of 13 from the free throw line, 92%. We talked about they needed to be efficient. I think they've done both of those. Check that off.
Check it.
The hot start, you know, they were technically up in each quarter.
Yeah.
They haven't trailed at the end of any quarter.
Exactly.
And they've outscored Grace in every quarter. You got to check mark that one.
Check it.
So, Abdul.
That's 3 for 3.
As it reads off, you mentioned 3 for 3. And Abdul, 87-74. Keys to the game. I think we did pretty good today, Abdul.
Tell me about it, Ryan.
Moore looking to get it in, gets it to Hamill. You got to think Grace has got a foul here early.
Hamill just getting over the line for that pass.
To Fryman they go. Ryman gets that one away from her. Fryman just going to let her go with it. She gets the rebound. Ryman missed it. And a hard foul from Ryman. Ryman, not Fryman.
Ryman is rhyming with Fryman, but Ryman isn't Fryman. Woo, hold on, wait a minute now.
Take care of the ball,
That was a little, I know it was a little too fast for you. You got to slow it down for just a tad bit. It's okay.
Third foul on Ryman there. Fryman to the line. First one up and good there. She did miss the attempt right before this one.
Fryman again, just adding to her stats.
Second one up and good there. Abdul, 28 for her in this ball game.
Another one.
Abdul, I'm just going to go ahead and declare right now, Sarah Fryman, our player of the ball game.
Yeah. No.
We got to get a post-game interview with her, no doubt.
Why not?
Doi, under a minute to go here. The Forsters trying to dribble it out here, but the Lancers trying to poke another one away, 89-74. And Abdul, speak about this ball game from the Huntington Forsters. What'd you see in this one that you liked? We're going to have a timeout by Coach Colors. That ball's on the floor.
Smart call there by Coach.
I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Coach does have 2 timeouts left. It is a 30. But Abdul, full timeout actually. We're keeping it right here with us though. 39 seconds left. And Abdul, I asked you, what are some things you like from Huntington in this ball game? I know there could be a lot of them, but go ahead with it.
All right, so I got to say, Huntington came out strong. From the jump, they came out hard. They wanted to play a great game, and they just kept pushing at it, Both teams obviously came out strong, but Huntington was hungrier. They played hungrier. And I got to say, shout out to Huntington for being able to get comfortable at the line at an early start. They were able to find the line, find their open shots, pass the ball around, move through the ball, and not let the ball move through them. But I gotta say, they did a lot of great things, man. From players to communication to just even picking up on the rebounds consistently. I gotta give it to the team, man. They're playing a great game tonight.
And Abdul, coming into the game, I was a little bit nervous because the Lancers have scored 1,915 points on the season.
Yeah.
Huntington, coming into the game, 1,499 points. So about a 500-point differential there. So I was nervous that the Lancers, with their athleticism, their speed, I thought they were going to be able to get Huntington kind of out of sorts like they did when Huntington went up to Winona. Hard foul there. Treadwell showing good sportsmanship, but Doi going to the ground hard there. But Abdul, I was nervous about that point. You look at the score right now, 89-74. That's a pretty high-scoring game.
It is.
Now, if you think about Huntington basketball, it's a really high-scoring game.
Yes,
the
sir.
Forsters average 68 points a game. So right now they're 22 points over their average. And Abdul, they only allow 60 points a game. Now, they have given up 74 in this ball game. Entgroin, the rebound, it gets kicked around, though, to Drake. But Huntington, a great ball game from them throughout. Drake loses that one. Hamill with it. She gives it up to Entgroin. Entgroin had a chance to turn and go to the basket. Electing to hold it instead. Shot clock turned off. And Abdul, number 21, Huntington, they're going to survive this one and move on for another victory here. Keep this win streak going up. You hear the crowd.
And you see the crowd even more.
90-74, your Huntington Foresters are victorious in this one. They take down Grace and get another big conference win behind the likes. Sarah Fryman, 28 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. And Abdul, she passed the 1,700 point mark. I'm sure there's many other things to follow. Abdul, we're going to take a quick break here as we get ready for our post-game interview. Don't go anywhere. We also have the men's game after this on another broadcast. We'll be right back after this commercial.
This is how we like to do it. This is how we like to do it.
Ryan Lockhart here, joined by Sarah Fryman. Sarah Fryman having a spectacular ball game in this one. Sarah, you finished with 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists to have a triple-double tonight. I believe it's the first one in Huntington history. How big is this game for you? You guys got the big win today, 90-74, but how big is a triple-double, or is it just another stat to you?
It's just another stat. I mean, the overall goal is for us to win as a team, and so this win was really big for us because we've been struggling lately, and Grace is a really good team, so this is a huge win for us.
Now, Sarah, we saw kind of early on you got yourself going, and then it was like their defense kind of caused some havoc for you guys at times. What helped you get out of that and get your offense going once again?
I think a big part of that was just like moving the ball a lot because honestly we're all hitting, and so really the key for us was to get it inside and then get it out and get some cutters going, and just moving the ball and getting open looks was our overall goal.
Now, Sarah, another accolade you got tonight. You scored over 1,700 career points. You passed that milestone in your career. We want to send a congratulations to you, but how big has it been, you know, being a Huntington Forcer, your career here coming right across the street from Huntington North?
I mean, it means a lot. It's just nice to finally for my hard work to pay off, and I can't give all the credit to myself. My teammates, they find me, and I've also had great leaders before me, so it's just a lot of effort and a lot of good people I get to play with. So,
Sarah, as always, thank you for your timing. Good job on the win today.
Thank you so much.
Now we're going to have head coach Lori Kohler come over and join us. Once again, the Forcers victorious today, 90-74. Coach, one of your highest scoring outputs of the year. How big is it to score this much, get the win, but on pink out day?
Well, this is such a special day for our program and always has been. And I don't know, I mean, I feel like it's something that the girls understand, that there's a lot of things that go on in this world that are bigger than a basketball game. And if we keep it in perspective and not take our health for granted and just come out and play hard, good things generally happen. And so I'm so pleased for this outcome today and just so excited about the amount of money that we raised today in the search for a cure.
Now, Coach, get into basketball a little bit before we get away from the pink out too much. Sarah Fryman, a triple-double today. I don't know if you know that or not yet. I believe it's the first one in history. How big is that for your team, but for Huntington women's basketball history in general?
Yeah, well, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Sarah Fryman. You know, she is just so versatile and unselfish and just works and works and works and stays active. And, you know, maybe shots aren't falling some days, but she's crashing the boards. She's looking for open teammates when she's drawing double and triple teams. So, you know, to see her be able to put all of it together today, that's fabulous.
Now, Coach, you guys got a big matchup coming up Tuesday. What's your outlook for that ball game?
Well, you know, Goshen, I think, has won one game, but I don't know how they haven't won 6 or 7. I mean, they're just tough. Everybody's tough. They gave us a hard, you know, fought match here when we played at home. So, you know, it's always a struggle when we go up there, it seems like. So we'll just try to keep plugging away and keep trying to get better every day and see what we can bring this week on the road for 2 games.
Coach, good luck in that game. Congrats on the win today, but bigger congratulations on raising the money for breast cancer awareness.
Great. Thanks, Ryan.
That's Coach Kohler and Sarah Fryman. We're going to send it over to Abdul for our final game wrap-up.
All right, Ryan. Thank you. You saw here today the Huntington women's basketball team against Grace. They did a great job just ultimately trying to, you know, go back and forth. It was a tough game from both teams. As we see here, Huntington had a 46.38 field goal percentage, as Grace had a 40 field goal percentage. And of course, we see 3-point percentage was 39% for Huntington and 34% for Grace. And then now to the rebounds, Huntington took over, and that was the key for the game there, all for me and Ryan. And now you see Huntington at 46 and 27. Ryan, tell me what you think, man. The game was a hard-fought game and everything else, and, you know.
Yeah, Sarah Fryman, we talked about triple-double, 28, 13, and 10. Huge game for her, but Abdul, outside of that, Aaron Moore, 21 points. I believe that could be a new career high. 5 rebounds as well. Sam Hamill, 17 points. Ink Groring, 12 rebounds, Abdul. Her impact has been huge. Senior leadership all throughout. The 3 seniors, 21 points, a triple-double, 12 rebounds. Abdul, just a spectacular game. The Forcers, victorious. Number 21 wins again 90-74. That's going to be it for our ball game. We're going to give it our thank yous. We got Katie, Miranda back in back. We also have Kobe Solms. For Abdul Kamar, I'm Ryan Lockhart. The Foresters victorious today. Number 21 wins out here 90-74. As always, thank you for tuning in, and go Foresters.
High fly ball. Jim, that one back. That's out of here.
Catch and fire. It's on the. He made it! Oh my God!